Tracking food with a scale?
I'll put that at 2. It's a good one. Even people who have experience tracking food usually did it while eyeballing the actual portion sizes they were consuming. When they finally bust out a food scale and actually weigh their food before they log it, they're almost always blown away by how many calories they're truly consuming. It's tedious, but it works really well.
Eating the same few meals?
I'll say 5. To be fair, it does work really well because you eliminate so many variables, and it does tend to be less time consuming as a whole because you do a lot of prep work. For some people, it's great, but I don't personally love it because of the monotony, and that's usually the issue that people will run into with eating the same meals over and over again. Again, there's a certain set of people who don't care about variety, and this works great for them.
Weighing yourself daily?
Number 1, I like it even more than tracking your food with a scale. It's really the only way to know that you're actually in a calorie deficit, because if you aren't losing weight on a regular basis, then you aren't in one, even if you think you are. While yes, it's boring, and for some people it feels psychologically taxing, the data shows us that more frequent weigh-ins lead to more weight loss and longer sustained weight loss. So if you have any intention of losing weight and keeping it off long term, you have to get comfortable with seeing that number on the scale frequently.
Losing weight slowly?
This is definitely the right way to lose weight, and I would argue that biologically, the slower that you go, the better for your overall health. But if you go too slow, it can be discouraging and lead to you falling off the wagon. Somewhere between 1 to 2 pounds per week seems to be a rate that's fast enough to keep you motivated and consistent with the plan, but not so fast that you lose a bunch of muscle mass and increase the odds that you gain the weight back.
Skipping breakfast?
I'll put this last. If skipping breakfast works for you and your schedule, that's fine. However, if we look at data from the Weight Control Registry, eating breakfast is actually one of the core habits among people who lose weight and keep it off long term. This is likely due to the fact that skipping breakfast can cause you to be ravenous later in the day, and then you end up potentially binging or over consuming calories because you have so much pent up hunger. Again, if skipping breakfast works for you, great, but I don't really love this one, and it's not a necessity by any means.
Skipping dessert?
I'll put this at 6. I don't love this one either, but I do think I like it better than skipping breakfast for most people. This is not to say that you can't eat dessert when losing weight. However, since most dessert options are highly processed and calorically dense, it's just very easy to overconsume. Again, you can do it while losing weight, but you need to budget for it calorically, and you need to be willing to exercise some discipline and impulse control in the moment so that you don't go over what you budgeted for. For some people, that can be really difficult, to the point where skipping dessert entirely for a stint of time may actually be a decent strategy.
Minimizing alcohol?
We can put this at 4. The scientific reality is that no amount of alcohol is a healthy amount of alcohol. That's not to say that you can't have it or that you're a bad person if you do, but you need to know what you're getting yourself into. And if you intend on drinking alcohol while losing weight, you absolutely need to make sure that you're allocating for it in your calorie budget. Flat out, alcohol is empty calories, and it is going to have a negative impact on your ability to maintain or build muscle mass and get quality sleep, both of which are important for sustainable weight loss and overall health. If you need help figuring out exactly how many calories you need to be eating on a daily basis in order to lose weight, comment the word calories and I will send you my free weight loss calorie calculator.